Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pamela Dale here. Today I want to talk to you about monthly recurring revenue from your current clients. So I was on a call this weekend with a bunch of women who are incredible, and inevitably the conversation moves to high level, go high level. I'm the go high level gal. And it's like, I don't understand it. I don't know what I can do with it. How do I get started? How do I sell it? And I thought, well, I kind of know how to do that. So I thought this would be my first time to come live and show you and just demonstrate what it is that I would do if I was different service providers. So let's do this. Yeah, how does that sound? I think it sounds amazing. So what I'm going to do is start sharing some slides with you, and the title of this is Work Less, Achieve More, right? Like, isn't that what we all want? How to transform your freelance business into monthly recurring revenue from your current clients. So I don't know about you, but isn't the client game just like we get into business, right? And we absolutely love it. And then all of a sudden, freedom, right? You start this business in the freelance world, and you probably had dreams of being your own boss and choosing your own projects, right? Maybe even working in your sweatpants. I know I got a pair on under all of this, right? And it really was the dream, and freedom is the biggest word. And it didn't, sounds great, right? Well, first, let's just see quickly, are you in the right place? So if you're a service provider, a freelancer, or a business coach, and you're project-based, right? And you're always on the hunt for the next client, you hear yourself saying things like, I want out. One of the ladies on the call this weekend said that, I just want out. And I was like, oh my God, can I ever relate to that? How many of you can relate to that? Give me a comment, give me a shout out, give me a heart, give me something, because you really want to end this feast and famine cycle that you're currently on. So who am I? If you don't know, my name is Pamela Dale. I'm your GHL gal, and I started as a freelancer after I couldn't make it work as a coach, right? I couldn't get clients as a coach, and I thought, well, I can start doing services. And I still ran into problems with getting clients. And then all of a sudden, you start to get clients, and you're like, what? Is this all it's cracked up to be, right? So why am I here telling you all of this? Well, there's a lot of money to be made, and this can absolutely change your life. And I've been there more times than I can absolutely count. And what do I mean by that? I mean, clients feeling like you're never, ever, ever going to make it out, right? And I want to share this with you. And I'll always say, me, high level, being a service provider, all of these things, if they're for you, fantastic. I want you to know that these are options. I want you to know that there is a way out. So all of a sudden, you start getting clients, right? And then you start juggling these multiple projects, constant client hunting, and this never-ending admin costs, right? Admin tasks, pardon me. And you really start to question, is living in your sweatpants really worth it, right? Because some days you can't even get to the shower. You get so busy. And then reality just starts to really set in, and you realize this is what you've got. And absolutely 40 times you've gone and bought courses, right? And you're finding this way out, how to get to six figures, how to get to $10,000 months, how to do this, how to do that. And the real problem here is you want to make this decent living and more. I wanted a decent living and more, right? And these big projects, because that's what I started to do, was these bespoke custom products as well. And they were $10,000, $15,000 funnel builds. And what I found was that I still was capped. And it was really tricky to keep going to the next level. I was tapping out at 150 a year, right? So what are the benefits of what I'm going to talk to you about today? And that's streamlining your offering into a scalable, repeatable process that is going to help save time, enable you to serve your clients more and better, and also not compromise on the quality. So what you've tried has failed, right? As much as you push to scale these projects, they become more and more time-consuming, unpredictable, and growth is really directly tied to the number of hours that you can work. Yes or yes, right? So here's how to solve it. It's about working smarter, not harder. Don't you love hearing that all the time? But this really is what I'm going to show you to grow your income and your impact, because we're here to do both, right? So what I want you to do is think about a productized service. So what do I mean by a productized service? In a quest to transform your freelance hustle into something more profitable, a sustainable productized service is a game changer for you. And the first question, right? Like, what the hell is that? Well, simply put, a productized service is a standardized, scalable service sold at a fixed price. So service, impact, and money. This is what we're really talking about, right? Think about creating a specialized toolkit, one that solves a specific problem for a specific audience without needing a custom approach every time. So dip your toes into a new type of service. You start by taking a step back and observing the common problems that your clients face. So this is what I want you to start to think about. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what tasks do you find yourself repeating for multiple clients. What I want to do is I want to show you as an example. And every Tuesday we're going to come in, and more if you'd like, talking about a service provider with some skill set and how we might put this productized, I can't even say that, a productized service together for you and make it monthly recurring, because that's what we're here to do, right? Why is monthly recurring revenue so important? And maybe I need a bigger slide on this, because I think this is where rubber really hits the road. And maybe I need to grab my calculator to make this really, really hit home for you. And that is, when I had a $10,000 client and I got a client, the moment I got the client, I was one day closer to not having a client. So the churn rate on clients is 100%. And then put on top of that, that it's very bespoke, meaning it's very much every client, you kind of run them through the same process, but what happens is it becomes very customized for them. They've got 13 problems. I was on the call last night at 9 o'clock trying to get somebody's calendar working, right? Because we're still doing some of that. And it's a transition over into this productized service, right? And you'll find that you are then looking for or on the hunt for the next client. And if they come, great. And if they don't, that's that feast famine, right? So I want to show you inside of my high level account how you as a course creator could create a signature system that you could then productize and give to people, not only at the rate that you would charge, right? I'm going for $2,500. If we do $2,500 and you do 35 a month, that's $1 million a year. And I'm going to put this on the slides for next week because I think this is really impactful. So at $2,500 a month, if you could help a course creator, right? You've got 35 of them, that's $1 million. But they're still going to come and go, yeah? And your clients are still going to have this feast and famine. So let me go through into this next slide, or next piece of this, and let's have a look at our high level account. So inside of high level, this is a high level account, and inside of here, what we're going to do is talk about being a course creator. So if you're a course creator, you help people put courses together, you're a coach and you teach them these things, right? They come, they pay you the $2,500 to learn this, maybe more. Here's why we're going with the 2,500, because I think you could sell 35 a month, right? One a day. And even if not, what if you could sell 2 a month, 3 a month? That's bigger and better than what you're doing right now, right? So you're going to teach them how to put this system together. And what does the system look like? Well, you're probably going to give them a funnel. Yes? So this is what we call a self-liquidating offer funnel, a course funnel, a tiny offer funnel, etc. And it's got a sales page, it's got an order form with an order bump, and it's got an OTO page. And you could help them fill this out. That's probably what you're doing, right? Like how to build a course. So you're building a course, you're going to help them with copy. You give them this funnel. Can you see where I'm starting to go with this? I sure hope so, because what's next? There's an OTO page, and then there's a confirmation page, and you can also put a waitlist page in if you wanted as well, teach them how to do this. And then all of a sudden, what you've got are some automations that are going to become a part of that. So you're going to need to set up an here's your email you just purchased. Oh, they filled out the first part of the form, but didn't fill out the second part of the form. We call that a two-step order form. There's automations to do all of this. You could give them all the emails for this as well, right? And then, the courses. Courses can be done inside of High Level as well. So you could teach them how to build out a membership product. And then what you could do is help them also with a community. Putting a community together, we can create communities. You could also do certification for your courses or teach your people how to do certification for their courses. Do you see where I'm going? It's kind of like 2 levels deep. And then all of a sudden, you've got a whole system here that you can sell them, right? So you're going to show them how to do the funnel, how to build a course. You're going to sell teach them how to do the copy, how to write out the emails, how to build the funnel, etc. And then what if you could drop this, what I built over here on this other side, on this other screen, what if you could drop this in everyone's account? Now, you can't do that when you're on ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, Calendly. You can't help them. You can only give them maybe a ClickFunnels template, but they have to go get ClickFunnels, and you don't own ClickFunnels, right? So this is what I'm talking about, how you could even service your clients better. What if you didn't have to log into 14 accounts to help them with their funnel? Or, God forbid, just send them over to ClickFunnels and then over to ActiveCampaign, and they're on their own for support? What if you could support them? But here's the thing. You can charge them $247 a month to use your software. Now, I might be jumping into something that's really deep here, but what I want you to do is first talk about and figure out your productized service. You teach people how to build a course, sell a course. I will take that, but then I've got the first question. And what's the first question? Where do I build it? What do I do with it? What are you using? That's going to be the first question. What are you using for your course? And they're going to say Kajabi, ClickFunnels, and then where your email? It's over here. And then what are you using for your Linktree? What are you using for X, Y, and Z? What if you could say, you know what? I've built this for you, all of it. And here it is at no charge when you buy my course, right? My course, and you're going to log into my software. And it's going to be branded for the Course Creator Playbook. Just say, for example, if that's what it is that you are selling. And your software is the Course Creator Playbook. Now, anyway, not a great naming convention, different live, right? But what if you could put this together, you could drop it in people's accounts, you then have them in the course itself to teach them how to build the course, and you're walking them through, you offer some tech support, you offer all of the copy, all of the follow-up, all of the automations, all of it in your own software, and you charge them $247 a month for that. So $2,500. Can you see where we're starting to go with the numbers? I'm pulling up my phone here because I'm going to get dramatic with the calculator, right? So if we do $2,500, and again, it's just math. That's all we're talking about is math. Throw your own numbers in here. But if I do 35 clients a month, $87,500, that's our magic number, right? Times 12 is just over $1 million. But what if 35 people, let's just be conservative and do 10. 10 of those 35 people buy your software as well, right? So we do 10 at $247 times 10 is $2,470. But we're going to times that by 12. $29,640. Now, here's what I want you to understand. This is every single month. Because churn rate on clients is how much? 100%. You get a client, they're gone. You get a client, they're gone. You're constantly on the treadmill. But I don't know about you, but the software that I'm using to run this is Ecamm, and I've got Zoom, and I've got my Google products. There's no way in hell I'm going to cancel those. I use them all the time. And if you're teaching them how to build out courses and the members area is beautiful, right? And they can put their courses on, they get members in, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So this number, well, we lost it. This number Let me do the math times 12. Oh, I did 13 times 12. As a $355,000 business per year, you could eventually stop doing the thing over here at the 2,500 for 35 people. You could stop doing that eventually and service your people that are on the software. And people will talk to people and they'll bring their friends. I don't know about you, but that income is spectacular, no? Absolutely. We think this is the answer. So we're going to do lots of these. I'm going to break down how to do this as a social media person. I'm going to break this down as a funnel builder. I'm going to break this down as a website person. I'm going to break this down as an SEO person. But let me go into the software a little bit more and show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about how to do this. So in the membership area, under courses, I can put as many products in here as I want. It's totally unlimited. I can myself, but I can teach you how to build a course, and then you come in here and you're going to build a course. And it looks very much like Kajabi. And one of the great things about High Level is that if you go to High Level and say, you know what, I like this feature, and we get enough votes, democratic, right? They will build the thing. So I vote and talk to the developers all the time about membership area, because as a course provider working with coaches and service providers, this is really powerful for us, right? So over here, I can build out my whole course. Doesn't it look just like Kajabi? But here's the thing. Now that we're talking about Kajabi, right? What if I told you over here, might be under my picture, create a product right here, import from Kajabi. So what I have the ability to do is, refresh my screen. It gives me the ability to grab my Kajabi username, login, and my URL, and it's going to be fussy today, of course, because we're live. This is awesome. Here we go. So enter the email from your Kajabi platform, right? What? Isn't this incredible? What we can do is bring your whole course in from Kajabi. Kajabi is how much? People are already paying for something. So there is no real objection other than, like, they're already paying for Kajabi. Oh, excellent. That's exactly why I want to talk to you, because look what we've got over here. Yes, Kajabi works, but what if you could have your calendar, your automations, your community? If I could do all of that for you in one place at a price that's less than Kajabi, $247 a month, $297 a month. You know what? You can go all the way to town and charge $2,500 a month for this. There is beauty in that. 35 people is all you need. What if it took you a year to find 35 people that at $2,500 a month, you could be their coach, their software provider, their cheerleader, their tech person? I don't know about you, but I charge $250 an hour to talk to me for tech. That's not uncommon. And what happens with tech, when they're on ClickFunnels and ActiveCampaign, a lot of times it stops people from even utilizing what you're teaching them. So they're not getting the results. Can I get an amen? I want you to stop and think about that for a second, because there are 300,000 million course creator, provider, teachers out there teaching you, build a course, or you're doing the same thing, create a course. You've got a course teaching them how to build a funnel, and they're not getting results. Today, results are the answer. Today, results are what you need. We would buy courses 2 years ago, 3 years ago, absolutely no problem, and I would just stack them up like books on my bookshelf. Yeah? But today, times are tight. I want answers. I want to make money. I've been playing around just a little bit too long, and I need results. And how do I get results? I need access to the guru. I don't just need your training, right? But what if you, as the business owner, go, I wonder if Betty has even logged in? What if you knew she did? Okay, so let's take a look at these automations. So under the automations, what we've got are the members journey automations, or the gamification of a course. So I can tell when somebody's logged in right? Somebody logs into the course, right? Choose the course. This is my sprint course, right? And then what I've got is I can add the tag that they have logged in so that I can go over into my contacts. They're not spread all over ActiveCampaign. I can see inside of my funnel who's actually done that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is really brilliant. Yes, because you need to know how to service your clients better. Remember, it's monthly recurring revenue. Work less, earn more, service better, have more impact. But if you don't know they've even logged in because your ActiveCampaign isn't talking to your Kajabi and your ClickFunnels or whatever combination you've got put together, right? So here we go. Then I can even put them on a pipeline. What's a pipeline? Like your little Trello board. Betty's logged in. Oh, Betty's on lesson number 1. Fantastic. I know that now, right? And then I can add points. Betty has got 10 points for logging in. So I've got this added into a custom place. This is a test account, so in the real one that I'll give you, this will work, right? And then gamification, email, successfully logged in. This is the email that you'll say, fantastic, I can see that you've logged in. I would love to get that email. Wouldn't you love to get that email when you bought someone's course, that they cared enough that you even logged in? And then egg them on and go, hey, you know what? You get a free, people will do stuff for free t-shirts. Yes or yes? What if you said, if you hit 50 points, and you get 5 points for every lesson, I'll send you a t-shirt. Does it cost you a lot to send a t-shirt? Maybe in your world it might, but not if you're charging appropriately out front. $2,500 times 35 and $247. You've got a $1.5 million business by the end of the year. You can afford a t-shirt. So we're always going to talk big numbers around here because I want you to get to this level so that maybe you can even get to here. Because right now you're down here because you don't know what's possible. And I jump you to 1.5 million. What if you could just hit 200K? Would that help with the I just want out? Would it help it make sense financially to work as hard as you're working if you actually got some impact and you actually made enough money to make this make sense for yourself and your family? Yes. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to gamify this for people. You're then going to go, okay, they have logged in, they've completed a category, they've completed a lesson, and they've completed the whole product. That's what the wording we use inside of High Level. That's fantastic if we've done that, right? So then what if I think it's brilliant? So questions, comments, concerns, let me know who's watching, what's going on, how this might be of value to you. And if you want to join me on High Level, you absolutely can do so. Right now, there is a QR code jumping on the screen for you. You go ahead, put your camera up there, click on it, and what you're going to see is a link that's going to look like this, and it's going to say, you're my friend. Okay, this is brilliant, right? You get a 30-day free trial, and then what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to me, and well, the system will tell me, right, that you're logged in and you've purchased because I've got all these automations running for myself, right? And you're going to get courses, and you're going to get all of this. I've got this all gamified as well. But here's the thing. I can help you put all of this together. What if you could get on a call with me and my team, and I helped you put your strategy together? Because this is kind of like my zone of genius, because I know High Level well. I know what it looks like and smells like to be a freelancer, right? Like I'm still a freelancer agency. I'm in the agency space. I'm an affiliate for High Level, and that's my monthly recurring revenue, and that's what I've chosen. And I'm still doing the $2,500 a month to work with me, right? It's still there. I'm doing the exact same thing, and I'm teaching you how to do it too for your business, for your life, for your family. So if you want to join me, go ahead and grab that QR code. You're going to get a bunch of notifications. You're going to get an email that says, jump on a call with me. That's the first email. So always watch stuff coming from me because it's valuable. We don't sell anything. We're just going to give. So if you're interested, give me a holler. Next week, we're going to talk about social media management. If you're in social media, how would you do the same thing? What if I told you there are funnels and there are automations and there's conversations and there's funnels and there's automations and there's like all of this is available for you that you could package it together and make it really sexy if you're a social media manager. Instead of telling them to get Linktree, StanStore, ActiveCampaign, on and on and on, right? And it doesn't work. They don't know if anybody's clicked on anything. They don't know what's actually working. Well, inside of High Level, we'll be able to tell immediately. Same with what we're just doing here for you as a coach, right? You know when someone's purchased because they're coming through the funnel, right? You can see, okay, they've come through the funnel. They are over here. I can see my statistics on the funnel. I'm in automations, pardon me. I can see the statistics on my funnel. So I know who's seen, logged in, etc. I can split test. I know who's working and not working, which funnel page is working better than another, right? Then I can automatically go to the automation and I know immediately who's opened the email and who hasn't. So I can talk to them differently. I know if they clicked on a trigger link. That's a fancy word for if they clicked on a link. It sends me a notification and says, she's clicked on that. Whoa, what if you were selling something at $2,500 a month and you saw people clicking on your stuff? What if you jumped over into social media and just said hi? But you don't have a clue if you're not on the software, right? You don't know if you're not here. So then I know inside of here in my emails as well, I can see all my statistics. So if I put this on for my emails right here, delivered, open, clicked. Now there's no data on this one, but I can see everything on that email. I know what's going on. I can put points on this as well. Has someone opened my email or not? Have they clicked or not? And then slowly I start to get a real good idea who's interacting with my stuff. So let me just show you my account really, really fast because it might be valuable to see what those points look like. If I come into just my conversations tab quickly, you can see the points. I can see here who's interacting with my things more than someone else. Hot, medium, cold, you don't know if they're coming from Kajabi to ActiveCampaign to ClickFunnels to Acuity. You have no idea. You're working harder than you need to. With that, I'll be back next week, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to start talking about this every week until it sinks in because it took me probably 6 months before I figured out what the hell I was even talking about when other people were talking to me about it. What do you mean? I don't understand software. I don't understand how I could put this together. I don't understand how do I get started? Well, you get started by clicking on that link and getting on a call with me, and we set up your account tech-wise. We get you a strategy, and then you ride or die with me inside of the group where we do sales and marketing and tech calls every week, 2 calls a week. You get access to me and my team, and we make this happen because I want to see you build a business and a life that you absolutely love. Until next time, take care.